Have you ever heard of Jon Jones? If you haven't, then stay with me. Oh my, you are in for a treat. You can kindly like and subscribe while at it. In March 2011, Jon Jones did the incredible. He became the youngest UFC champion ever at the tender age of 23. And since then, no man, born of a woman, has been able to best Jon in the cage. Indeed, he has never lost in his MMA career, boasting a 27-1-0 record. That single loss was a disqualification for what we call a 12-6 elbow strike. He didn't actually lose the fight. Indeed, he mauled the dude, some fellow called Matt Hamill. Jon took out several legends in the light heavyweight division of the UFC, including 7 former and future champions. He knocked out Mauricio Shogun Rua. He rear naked choked Quinton Rampage Jackson. He guillotine choked Brazilian karate phenom Lyoto Machida to unconsciousness. He had a unanimous decision win over Rashad Evans. He caused Vitor Belfort to tap out via a Kimura. He also had a unanimous decision win over Glover Teixeira. And yet another unanimous decision win over Daniel Cormier. In fact, Jon Jones is a pure legend. His fight IQ is arguably the highest in the sport. Jon is considered the GOAT of MMA. In 2020, he became board of the light heavyweight division and relinquished his light heavyweight title to enable him move to the heavyweight to find new tango partners. His legendary status earned him an immediate shot at the heavyweight title, which was then held by Cameroonian Francis Ngannou. Unfortunately for all fans, Francis left the UFC in January 2023. So Jon Jones had to fight Ciryl Gane for the vacant heavyweight title, which he won in March 2023 via a guillotine choke leading to a Ciryl Gane tap out. Now, Jon is the heavyweight champion. His first title defense will be against Stipe Miocic, and this will take place at UFC 309 this weekend on the 16th of November 2024 at 10 p.m. US Eastern Time, which is about 4 a.m. Nigerian time on Sunday, the 17th of November. The venue is the Madison Square Garden in New York. You know what Madison Square Garden means for combat sports, boxing, MMA. It's the holy grail venue of combat sports. So this is a big fight coming up indeed. So who is this Stipe Miocic, by the way? Stipe is a badass. Don't get it twisted. He's a very tactical fighter and has KO power. He is considered the greatest of all time of the UFC heavyweight division by virtue of being a 2-time heavyweight champion and unparalleled 4 title defenses. In the heavyweight category of the UFC, no one has ever defended that title more than 2 times. This guy did it 4 times. In the course of doing so, he took out legends like Francis Ngannou, Fabricio Verdum, Alistair Overeem, and Daniel Cormier, and even Junior Dos Santos and Andrei Arlovski, before eventually losing the title to his second fight with Francis Ngannou in 2021. If you can check that fight out, Francis knocked him out with a devastating left hook that sent Stipe to La La Land. But look, there's no shame there. No one can really survive a clean strike from Francis. So anyway, so this fight between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic will be a battle of the GOATs, greatest of all time of ever versus the greatest heavyweight of all time. Yeah, so I think you should mark your calendars for this one. Don't miss this fight. Watch out for my predictions later in the week. Ciao.